Good morning, guys. It's day 11 of backpacking from Wigan, England to Wigan in the Philippines. I've just had to record that about 3 times because I kept on saying Wigan Philippines to Wigan England, and even after the first time I kept getting it wrong. Anyway, this is me. I've already done about half an hour's worth of walking. I'm going to make my way down to the front and eat some breakfast. So I've got a butter and some orange juice and some yoghurt that I got from the market last night, but they had a reduced section, but I managed to get some decent stuff from there, so it was all good. I'm just waiting on a call off my talking therapist that I have every 2 weeks. This will be my second one, and it lasted about an hour, so she just goes over everything, how am I doing. You know, she don't advise me, but it's good to talk to her, get me thoughts out the way, and keep going. So the plan today is to walk to a town that I can't remember the name of. It's about 15 kilometres, 18 kilometres, and hopefully on Google Maps that place looks alright to pitch up. The winds for tonight are terrible, up to 40 mile an hour, up to 40 kilometres an hour. And so I'm going to have to anchor down the tent very hard, make sure I get as much protection as I can. I did cheat last night because around here I couldn't find a bean of sand anywhere. There was all rocks, ports, industrial estates, and then down the front end was all restaurants and whatnot, and I just couldn't pitch up anywhere. So I went back to, I took a video of it. I went back to a derelict piece of land that's some way down. You'll see it in the video. Yesterday's video it might be on, and it was just dodgy around there. There was, you know, people hanging about. They were watching me. I had hold of my phone tight when I was looking at Google Maps. They could tell I weren't familiar, and if they saw me going in there, I just thought, you know what, I'm not bothering. But early on during the day, because of the weather warnings, what I've seen, I looked at an Airbnb, and it was the cheapest one was what was it, 36 quid. But then as time went on, the later and later it got, the price kept coming down. Anyway, she's on one of the pictures she put on it, it was in a time, but you could basically save 10%, boot direct. I save paying Airbnb fees, she pays paying Airbnb fees. And then I got it for like 19 euros, 19 quid in end, one of them. And I stayed there. I met a lad from Algeria called Jikel, and I also met another lad from Denmark. He has been to, his name was Ashley, and he's been to 114 countries, and I got a ton of advice of him. Probably one of the most experienced, knowledgeable people that I've ever met when it's travelling. So 114 countries, there's 196 in world recognised, and he's been to like summit places like China, India 4 times. So I was getting lots of information. So I do feel like I've cheated by staying in there last night, but what do I do? You know, do I pitch up here? You know, it's not going to happen. Yeah, it was just the best decision at the end of the day, and later and later we're getting. It was just, you know, I was just getting more tired because to get to that 19 euro B&B, I had to trek 40 miles back on myself, 40 minutes back on myself, where we'd already passed through. So that was did me nothing. I'm nearly at the point where I was yesterday, so I'm going in front and not backwards, where I had to backtrack to get to that Airbnb. Honest today, just walk till I've had enough. I've had a look at Google Maps, and I don't know if it comes to a good point of crashing down for night, or will it be carry on walking until I've had enough and then crash. Problem is with where I am, I've got to get out of Livorno at least, because it's all just rock, there's no beaches here. And I don't know how long it's going to take, because it's warm today, very humid. And I've already stopped twice already. My foot's alright. I thought there might be a tin, but it was a bit stiff this morning. But bear that, it was alright. Now I'm walking on it, it's all good. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going till I've had enough, or I find a place to crash. But I'll still record along the way if there's anything of any interest. Oh look, a Primark. Some big old yachts in there as well. And then there's a ferry right in this, the screen's gone blurry. Probably be able, just be able to make it out, I'm not sure. Just sat down, having some dinner, an ham sandwich, couple of yogurts, some juice, some crisp. Apart from when seagulls keep coming scavenging. I'm supposed to have my Wigan talking therapies session today between 12:30, and they've not rung, so they might be running behind, or they might be have rung and it's an international dialing tone, and they think, oh, he's not in the country, or you know, his phone's off, I don't know, but it's still not come through yet. And the time is 19 minutes past 12 for me. For you it'll be an hour behind. But ever since this morning when I woke up, knowing this is coming, it's put me on a bit of a downer, and you know, not stop thinking about why I'm doing this and my issues myself. And when you're walking, and even though you've got these beautiful sights and stuff, you know, you've got time to think, and that's one of the biggest killers of this. You can think a lot, and I try not to think by documenting my, you know, experience, different stuff I'm doing, really, and you know, just enjoy yourself. And but you know, there is, you know, ringing family, FaceTiming friends, whatever, when I'm walking. That's why my battery goes so much. But you know, you can't help but think half the time. And like I said, I'm just on a downer. You know, I'm not going to go into the reasons, deep reasons why. No, there's only close family and friends that'll know, and I don't want to talk about that because you know, it's just too in depth, and I don't want to start getting upset about it or anything. But yeah, just I don't know. I've done more. I've done an hour's walking. Well, not even that, probably like 45 minutes. But I feel like I'm sitting down more today, and I feel like the weight on my back, even though it's lighter, the weight, I feel like I'm carrying more weight, and it's weird because I've got rid of stuff. But I know I'm not tired. I'm eating well. I've just had 2 yogurts. Oh, I've already told you, butter, you know, whatever. And you know, I feel physically fine. My ankle this morning, I woke up and it's probably just everything what's on my brain. You know, that weighs you down, and then your luggage weighs you down as well. But yeah, I think I'm just going to sit here a bit longer, admire this view. I'm not really bothered today. I'm not really asked today, fair I get. Just sorry, just that cut it out then a little bit. But yeah, just, you know, things you see and things you know, like I said, I've been fine last few days. I've thought about stuff, but I've not been letting it get to me. Just keep plodding on. But you know, like this talking therapy, because I know you for a full hour, we're going to be talking about how I feel, you know, different aspects of it and a wide range of things, and it gets you thinking again. You know, I'm already thinking, what should I go ask? What am I going to say? And it's, you know, it's no, since that then, since this morning, I knew it was coming yesterday as well, but I didn't feel as bad. It was on my brain when I slept last night, thinking about loads of different things, but I just don't want to affect me today. You know, I just want to plod on, but I just feel like I can't be bothered. Feel like I can't be bothered. It's humid, I'm sweating like mad all the time. And, you know, I don't like to see it. I'm just like looking into distance, and, you know, when you do that glaze and you're not really looking at anything, and then you have to fetch your, you know, shake your head, fetch it, or blink 3 times, whatever, fetch yourself back around. It's just getting on my nerves, and I wish I would have. But you know, well, I can't wish, because this is the way I am. This is the way I am at the minute, and if I never change, then I need to learn to live with and cope with how I am. But yeah, just wanted to upload that and document it. How I'm feeling. Hopefully today, as it gets on, it'll get easier. I'm going to get in contact with them if they don't ring in next couple of hours. Hopefully they're just delayed, but I don't know, we'll see how we get on. Yeah, sorry, see, freaking flies round here, man, doing me head in, just staring off into the distance. But yeah, I'll leave you with one last view of where I'm sat and what I'm looking at. From that previous video, I messed up, and I was stressing about not getting that phone call because England are an hour behind. So when it's 11:30 here, 12 o'clock, I'm thinking they're not wrong. Is it because I'm on holiday, they're getting that international well, I'm on this adventure, they're getting that international darling tone? Or is it because, you know, they're still on to previous clients or whatever, talking therapies? But yeah, it was me, because 12:30 come, and gets a call straight away. Hiya Chris, it's such a body from talking therapies, and I was like, Jesus. And then I explained to them, how much I was stressing out, and I felt like a big relief. So that was nice. We had a good hour's chat. Told her what I was up to, blah blah blah, and I feel better. Well, still down, but I feel better now. I've talked about and expressed myself to her, which is always good. So I'm not gonna rush anywhere today. I don't plan. I did have a point that I want to get to, but that's all out the window now. I'm just gonna stroll, do what I want to do. Take my time. If I want to sit down for an hour, I will do. If I want to enjoy the view, I will do. I'm not going to push myself. You know, there is no time limit on this journey. So if I plan to get 2 weeks to Rome, if it takes 3 weeks, then so be it. I'm not, you know, there's no rush. I'm not, I don't have to meet anybody. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to be anywhere. And there's lots of, you know, there's that many good places, things on the way that you know, I'll probably never visit these places ever again in the rest of my life, so I want to experience them. But yeah, feeling a bit more up now. Finally got my backpack on and walking. I was sat in that bench for what time is that? Bear with me. So I sat on that bench for about an hour and 3/4, maybe 2 hours. But yeah, we're on the move. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to charge my phone soon as well, because I've been yapping to that many people, and an hour phone call to them. My family's been checking in on me, replying to comments. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge my phone in a bar somewhere, or a cafe, whatever I can find first. Or will these have portable? Will these have things outside here? Bear with me. Let me check some in a minute. I just saw an opportunity of some electricity points here, but they've all been cut, unfortunately. Yeah, they've all been cut open. Probably, yeah, they've all had the copper taken out and stuff. I just saw this row of shops, and that them electric points was once open. I guess at one point it was all popular, or maybe they only open in the open season, and because it's closed season now in Italy, as of yesterday was it, when I was talking to that lifeguard. Maybe they're just open in summer, or the derelict, I'm not really sure. So this is where I was going to camp last night, and from above on Google Maps it looks as though there's like loads of trees. But that's why I got the Airbnb, and it's just not going to happen. That's a big tourist spot, never going to happen. Big, you know. And then behind me here is just businesses, and at night time it's screaming with people going over to this point to watch the ferries and that. And that's why I trekked 40 minutes back to get to where I needed to be. But bit of a gutter, but you know, at least I got a shower. I just needed wash. I really need to wash some stuff as well, but I've not passed the laundrette, and that place didn't have any washing things. And I can scrub stuff all day with bloody soap, but it doesn't just, or you know, washing powder or whatever you. Soak them in sink, but it doesn't do what a wash does. And I'm on my last. I've got more shorts, but I'm on my last t-shirt, and just got humid. So I maybe should have gone in that Primark before and picked up a bit more. But the stuff what the Bulgarians robbed, you know, it's luckily it was made my backpack lighter, and I'm not going to replace them anyway now. I'm not going to replace them anyway now because where I'm going, it's more getting lighter. Hotter, and so done me a favour. What about camping there? What do you reckon? For the spot right up against back wall? I don't think so. How much do you reckon it'll cost here for a night in an Airbnb? What do you reckon? Backpackers, do you reckon they'll take me? I doubt it. Probably say I need a frigging wash before I do. I've just had a nice message from a mate called Mike that I've known for quite a few years, and he made me realise something. His message was really nice, and that was in a response to my earlier video where I said I was feeling down and that, and it was really nice. And one point what made it out to me about my videos is that the fact that I can't remember it word for word, and I don't want to break this video up by going back and read it, but basically it was, he said, you're definitely showing on your videos that you're a traveller and not a tourist. And I never saw myself like that until I just read his message. You know, I thought I was a tourist. But then he went on saying, like, the way you're meeting people, the locals, and the way you're interacting and what I'm doing. You know, I'm not just plodding on from one spot to another. I'm experiencing the culture, the countryside, meeting people, shaking hands with people, and talking to people. And a lot of this goes on off camera as well. You won't believe how many people I interact with, and we ain't got a clue what we're saying to each other, but by pointing and you know, doing hand actions, and you know, I and then walking, you know, different stuff like that. Sometimes Google Translate does come out, but majority of the time it's just, you know, you want to ask a quick question and it's good. But I prefer the interaction when we're talking to each other and we don't have to use Google Translate, unless it's something serious and I need directions, or you know, I need but you know, the majority of the time if I say cafe, you know, someone will find where I am. And yeah, it just made me feel good about myself, that, so cheers mate. Yeah, so from this point onwards I won't see myself. When people say, are you a tourist, I'm going to say no, I'm a traveller, because I'm not there just to see, you know, jump off a ferry, a cruise liner, have a tour guide, you know, go and see the Pisa, Leaning Tower of Pisa and a few other bits, you know, then go down to Rome, jump back on, go down to Rome, get off the ferry, go and see the Colosseum and other various bits, and then, you know, this is why I'm walking down to Rome, because I want to experience the culture and go through these small little fishing villages and interact with people. You'll see this video, what, our next upload, I think that's like the greatest interaction I've had, where we're walking across this bridge and I'm talking to this man and his son, this father and son, And then these other two guys, and you know, they didn't know Italian at all. The son knew a little bit. I'm guessing they do it in school, but they were so good. You know, they didn't tell me piss off or stop recording or anything like that. There was maybe didn't want a camera in the face, but I wasn't like pointing it at them and trying to interview them like, you know, a reporter. Just trying to experience the life of Italians and every other country that I'll go to, what they do in the local time. But yeah, that's a cracking vid. I'm going to upload. You know what, I might even do it now because this place where I am, I'm charging my phone, it's got super great, really, really fast internet. Yeah, I'll do it now actually. Right, cheers. Feeling a bit more upbeat. I've not walked there, but I've done that much chat on my phone. I've probably done about half an hour. And then I'm going on to Livorno football stadium next. I'm going to see if I can get inside there for free. See if anyone's working there so I can get a quick picture. So I'm telling them a lifelong Livorno fan, and see if I can get access to it. I've just got this proper cheap Airbnb because the weather is awful tomorrow. I couldn't find anywhere to camp, and I bumped into Ashley, who's here.
Right here.
And we've been talking about the travelling. I've let him know about Andy's Man Club and why we're doing it and stuff like that. But this guy here, I thought, you know, I've never been out to Europe, but this guy has done everything. And this is what inspires me to carry on this trip. I've learned so much of him, and throughout the night I'm sure I'll learn even more experience. But tell them about yourself, mate.
I'm actually been to 114 countries so far.
So far, yeah.
I have a ways to go.
Yeah, and
I have a long ways to go.
And you're from where, sorry? Where was
I'm from
it?
Denmark.
Yeah, and the best thing is, he's been to 114 countries, and there's 196 countries recognised in the world, but he's been to so many countries so many times, like India. He's been to India 4 times. Been to China, was it 4
times?
4 times, yeah.
Russia 4 times.
Right, there you go. So he's
South Africa 4 times.
So this guy is well travelled. He knows what he's talking about. He's seen a lot of things, and I can't wait to keep speaking to him. But I'm going to have to go because I stink, and I'm near him there, and I can see him probably twitching his nose because my feet stink. Right, I'll catch up with you all later. See you later. Thanks. See you later. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll do that.